stop the cap. Stop the cap. Junko, you need to stop the cap. What's going on, guys? It's your boy JSenpaiX4, and today I want to talk to you about Ultra Despair Girls. Yes, officially for the first time. I know. To be honest, I'm surprised to you. And the only reason why we're gonna be talking about this is because I actually just bought it and pretty much beat the game almost. There's like one section that I'm not done with yet, and that's like the epilogue, and I'm just like in between that, and I just got the biggest plot reveal, and now I understand how Danganronpa 2 kind of works. Mainly, I just want to kind of get my thoughts, even though it's kind of not over yet and anything still could happen. I just want to get my thoughts about what I think about it so far and kind of do it. And it's kind of like a versus, really, but not against the anime, but it's like a game. But they kind of both in anime form, so I don't know. Take it as you will. Anyway, this is basically JSenpaiX4 versus Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, basically. Anyway, what I think this was a really trippy game. Honestly, it really takes the concept of despair to a whole nother level, and it really makes me scared of one green-haired girl that I thought was actually not gonna be that bad, but until I saw everything that she tried to pull, and it was just a trip. It was actually a trip. These warriors of hope, they were all over the place, and they was just murking adults like it was nothing, and then acting like they had no guilt when they were just traumatized themselves, and then they was literally pushing their problems on everybody else, except for one in that group, which I will get to later. It's just really messed up, and it really just shows you like what kids be going through and things you don't even know about or even think about that just really do happen, like kids being physically abused, sexually abused as well. You know, it's a really bad messed up concept, forcing expectation on kids. Honestly, I think out of all the kids so far in this entire game, I felt bad for Kotoko and Nagisa the most, mainly because I can relate to both, and it's not the greatest, and I hate that they had to go through with what they went through, and one just being treated like an object, the other one was being treated like a statistic, so both really sucked on and both really got the short end of the stick. Not saying the other two wasn't bad, but I just feel like it's more relatable with Nagisa and Kotoko. That's just my personal opinion, how I thought it was. But I still can't, and really, playing this entire game, it legitimately made me feel despair. Like, I don't know about y'all, but this one really actually made me feel despair. I know that sounds cheesy. I know that sounds kind of like, yeah, that's pretty much what this game is about. Yeah, and it is. But looking around in the environment and then seeing how many bodies were just everywhere, and then literally kids just playing around and whatever, it's like, how could one blonde hair, dotty high school student just cause all of this? And it's insane. I'm like, how? It just makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And I'm not talking about the one on screen right now. No, this is actually another Junko from an alternate universe. Yeah, see, this channel has some lore. See, you really think the real Junko would help this channel? You really think the real Junko would even care about this channel? Nah. Plus, she's dead in that universe. Why do I have to go get the real one? I could just go get an alternate universe that isn't so bad. Kind of crazy, but isn't so bad, and basically just bring it here. So there's some lore to this channel. There's a reason why I have each and every Danganronpa character in this channel's lore. If you want some more of that lore, let me know in the comments below. But yes, honestly, when it comes to just everything, I wasn't expecting Junko to go off the walls with this one, because I was like, because when you really just look at her, you're just like, okay, she's the mastermind. She just like murked a bunch of people. That's whatever. But then when you really go out there and experience it, like you're actually there, you're like, holy crap, she actually did all this. And that's like a lot of bodies that just gone, like no one's there anymore. And what made it even more creepier is that it's with Monaca. She was actually like worse than Junko. I think, in my opinion, she's probably like, yeah, like Junko might have set things up, but Monaca, she is a whole worse situation that I do not want to be a part of. Anytime she was talking about, in the end, talking about breaking the controller, anytime she was like, this is just going to repeat, which that scene was tedious. That was tedious because they keep going over the break it and don't break it, and I was like, how many times are you gonna do this? But anytime she said it's gonna repeat over and over, when she had that one or two sprites, I seriously thought she was talking to me, and it feels like she was talking to me. I was like, is she talking to me, the player? Like, what? Oh, hell no. Nope. I don't need this. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. This is why I don't trust green hair women in anime. Y'all all crazy. I'm like, now I just gotta watch out for green hair and super long hair blonde chicks too. Like, all of y'all crazy. And no wonder why the meme I made of Ultra Despair Girls actually works now, especially since I know the context. Which, if you haven't seen that meme either, go watch it. It's literally 15 seconds long. It's not that long. You can go watch that and come back here. But yeah, really, with Monaca, she just wanted to become the second Junko. Literally the second and better version of what Junko was. And she doesn't even have Ultimate Despair. She doesn't even have that talent. She just is a little ultimate homeroom. Yet she's gonna try to harness that talent and try to make it into her own Ultimate Despair. And then Nagato's, I don't even know what to explain about Nagato. Nagato's just crazy on his own because he just want to see the Ultimate Despair get crushed by the better and ultimate hope when everything is at its limit. Like, bro, calm down. It's just a drawing, chief. I mean, you haven't even thought. I mean, what if you can't even figure out what's gonna happen if the ultimate hope can't crush that despair? You don't. It's not gonna work every time. Like, be careful with that logic. But I finally get to understand why Nagato is the way he is. I kind of understand now a little bit better of Nagato's character, which this game did provide. And then let's talk about the main two heroines, actually. Toko, first of all, I feel like her dialogue was a bit crazy in this game because she was like, oh, I'm gonna be an asshole, and then later I'm gonna be even more asshole, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm a nice person now. Like, that was kind of weird, especially when she got to the secret base. It felt like she hit a whole 180 on her character. Like, yeah, she's mean, but she wasn't that mean. And then the only thing about Toko that I really like and I appreciate out of her now is Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack is possibly one of my favorite characters in the series now, just because of how she is and just how she just do things. I love it, especially with her ultimate moves like the Spirit Bomb, the Spirit Scissor Bomb. I'm all for that. I also do really like the bonding between Komaru and Toko as well, and I really like the pun of when she was about to get all them tentacles on her and Toko was like, huh, you Komaru? You about to be known as Komaru? I was like, yo, I like Toko now. She makes these puns. It's bad, but I like it. Anyway, and then there was also some other things in the game that I actually like how Komaru was like how in her in-game model, she used to look so scared, but then by the time you get to the end of the game, she looks more confident in herself. That is a really nice touch that I really like, that Spike really did a good job on. However, I'll be honest, I didn't need all those ass shots of Kotoko. Like, y'all, like, come on, bro. I know what y'all was doing. Like, Spike, calm down. Anyway, Komaru was also kind of annoying too because she kept being so gullible for stuff. Not only that, but she also keep referring her to as a normal high school student. So I'm just like, bro, it's not that deep. Chill out. You might be a normal high school student. Guess what? You got a gun. You got a whole bullhorn gun. Why don't you use it instead of acting like you got nothing? So I'm just like, go ahead and fight the despair. But you keep acting like a whiny baby, bro. Like, come on. It's not that deep. I think the thing that really just blindsided me out of all of this is just that how much Monaca just want to be the second coming of Junko, basically. And then how much thought process actually went out into her plan. I was more surprised at that than pretty much anything else. And it really just shows you, yeah, this is basically Junko, like, personality. Even in a different person, this is basically Junko to a T, if not even more. To be honest, I feel more worried about Monaca than I do Junko at this point. Because don't get me wrong, Junko did some messed up stuff. She literally plunged the world into despair. But the way they showed it and represented it made me feel like Monaca did more than Junko could on her own. So, and not to mention that she's the one that made the robotics with Toa's corporations, with Toa Corporation's technology, it just made Monaca look even worse. So honestly, I'm more scared of Monaca, and she's just ridiculous. She used everybody just so she can basically just be as bad as Junko. And then the really big reveal out of everything was Junko was still here somehow. And I do love the fact that they bridge this game with 2 and basically shows you how she got into the system, into the computer system in 2, which was really cool. I really did like that concept. But it just really blows my mind, just like Junko does not give up. Even if she's dead, no matter how many thousands of times you murder her, she is still gonna be alive. That is why I have this alternate universe Junko in this channel. Do you think the real Junko is gonna help out this channel and actually like let it be a good prosperous channel? No, she's gonna try to convert this into some meaning of despair and then possibly take down all of YouTube. Like that's not what we're trying to do over here. Like, thank you for I'm keeping my alternate version of Junko from an alternate universe. Thank you very much. But really, when that happened, I was so blown. I was like, yo, how? There's just no stopping this woman. But anyway, really, this game was not the best because I feel like it was a bit tedious with the arcade games. But it did its job and its purpose enough to make you interested in what's going on. So in reality, I think I'll give this game a 7 out of 10. A 7 or a 6.5 to be 100% honest. Because I don't think it's a bad game by any means, but I don't think it's good because I feel like it's slightly rushed. And that's one thing that really bothered me about this game. I just feel like it's slightly rushed, and there's very valid reasons for that, for thinking that. But yeah, but when it comes to like just the messed up concept, because if you really think about it, even though Danganronpa tried to tone it down and try to show all this but in a toned down way, imagine like if you really just put the context of real world context together with this, that is kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, the way they just did these adults in this game, messy stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Then Nagata was just weird on his own, and then, but yes, I think Danganronpa, another like Despair Girls, Ultra Despair Girls, is like a 6.5 to maybe a 7. Not the greatest in the series, but it does do pretty good. It's not that bad. I just feel like it was tedious with the Monaca arcade games and the whole Toko situation with her personality kind of hit a 180 in the shelter, and also Kamaru acting like a whiny girl when she keeps talking about I'm a normal high school girl. So you know, I feel like in that, what made it kind of go down a little bit for me, and some of the placements, and some of the story kind of feels a little rushed. But other than that, I still think you should go play this game. I think it's actually kind of good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about with this one. If you have played Ultra Despair Girls, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. You can also follow me on Twitter, and if you want to donate in support to the channel, I do have a Cash App ready, so you can use those things to help me out. And let's just really share these videos around because we are trying to get to at least 200 before the year ends. So yeah, well, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and until next time, this has been your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.